So just can you review something that what we have done up till now,
So after
the
MSc2,
topics?
so we have done a genetic algorithm.
No, right from the beginning. So you can share your video also if you are there.
Okay. First of all, we have talked about the overview of the AI, all the introduction part, and then Turing test, and
Okay.
then problem solving. After that, we have some algorithms DFS and BFS,
Okay.
heuristic based search, and generate and test.
Okay.
Then A star algorithm, AO graph, and hill climbing problem. Then we have a game playing algorithm was there also, min-max algorithm, and then
Okay.
alpha beta pruning, and after that it was interference and inferencing and reasoning, logical
Mhm.
reasoning, modest tolerant rule, and then inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, formal reasoning, all the types of the reasoning. Then we have a backward chaining and a forward chaining. Then we have AI languages, lips and clips features. You just tell that we have to do that this one by ourselves. And then uncertainty, Bayes theorem. Then we
Okay.
have fuzzy set and fuzzy system,
Mhm.
all that. And after that we have planning and reasoning. There were subtopics in that too. Then we have genetic algorithm, and after that neural networks, and then the last chapter was also about that natural language processing.
Okay, very good. So you have covered all the topics. So just I will start with little bit more now. So is it clear? The board is clear now to all of you. The board is clear. Can you all see the board? So today we start with the this. We have completed the our syllabus of AI in the previous lecture, and today that we are starting with the revision. So first of all, I will, as Harnu told, the different topics that we have done. So I will just start with all the chapters first of all, what we have already done. Then in the coming lectures also, we will revise one chapter by chapter. But today, to start with, I will just tell you whole syllabus first of all. So before that, I will ask you, I will share my screen and show you the whole syllabus, and we will see that we have not left any topic. Uh, so you can go through the syllabus. I will just share the screen, the whole syllabus of AI for you. Just wait. So I'm just going to share the screen for the syllabus. The Word file is opening. Here is your syllabus. So just see the syllabus. Your syllabus was divided into the four parts: part one, part two, part three, and part four. So we start with the part one first of all. Your overall marks is 100. The 40 marks are for internal, and the 60 marks are for the external examination. The subject code is 16707. You have to remember this ECCS 16707. The subject name is Artificial Intelligence. So, what is Introduction to AI? First chapter. The part one comprise of, you can say, three different topics or three units. So the first chapter of part one is Introduction to AI. So we start. Just I will only go through the syllabus, and we will confirm that I have done all the syllabus in a class. Then we will go the full revision chapter by chapter. So first of all, the definition of intelligence definitions. So this syllabus, the first chapter includes many definitions like what is AI, what is simply intelligence, what is agent, then what is Turing test, then definitions and importance of artificial intelligence, applications of AI, what is the different components of AI, So this was the first chapter was about the introduction, the detailed chapter I will revise again, but the main thing is just go through the topics that we have covered. Then the second chapter starts with the problem solving where we did the definition and the characteristics of problem, then formulating the problems, like many problems I have done water jug problem, and many problem we will also do in the practical also. We you have I have shown you the practical syllabus also earlier. So many problems are dealt in the we have done with the problem in the chess game, we have done the water jug problem, so many other problems in the day to day life. Then the problem types, what are the different types of problems? So some problems are handled, some problem have many solutions, some problem have only one solution. So different categories that we did already discussed in the characteristics of the problem. Then what are the different states and operations and what is state space search? So this is the topic. Then in the heuristic based searches in which we have different types of search strategies, uninformed and informed search strategies, heuristic search, heuristic function, what is the role of HN function, then generate and test algorithm, then the best first search algorithm, A star algorithm, then the problem reduction and the AO star search, then hill climbing, then the constraint satisfaction problem, and special case in constraint satisfaction problem for the crypt arithmetic problems and means ends analysis. So this was about your first part one. So I will unmute your all each and everyone to you and just tell me if any topic is left. As you seen the syllabus now and you just recall that we have done all the portions. If any portion is still left, you can tell me. So first of all, just see that we have done all the portion or not. So I will stop sharing for the moment for the portion one only. So yes, now I'm going to unmute you all. So yes, if anybody wants to ask anything about this, yes. Is it okay with everyone? The first portion, the first part of your syllabus, you might have recalled that we have done everything. Still, anyway, anything is left, you may share just now. Our Simranjit Kaur, just unmute yourself. Our Simranjit Kaur, her Simranjit Kaur, and Poonam is also there. Poonam, you also unmute yourself. I have given permission. Her Simranjit and Poonam, just unmute yourself. So I may note your name that you are not present. Richa Bhandari.
Yes, sir.
Richa is there. Richa, you have gone again. What were the topics of the first unit? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So just tell me if any topic is still left now that we have not covered in your lectures.
No, sir. Everything has been covered in the lecture.
And you got the documents also, the PDF or the PPTs of all
Yes, sir.
first
From
chapter.
the portal. Yes, sir.
So what I will say that what the student is speaking, it is on behalf of the class, because if one student can get it, it is allowed for all. So I will ask two or three students more, or anybody can raise your hand if any topic from the part one is not covered. So if any student says, because this is all under the recording, so this lecture is also under the recording. So now I'm asking you again and again, if anybody is having any doubt that this topic is not covered, then he or she may speak just now. So I will ask Poonam also. Poonam, you unmute yourself. So the part one, Richa said was we have covered all the things. Poonam, you unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, sir. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
Poonam.
Yes, sir.
Poonam, you have seen, I have just shared the part one syllabus now.
Yes, sir. I have seen that.
So if any topic is still left that is not covered in the class, you may tell now.
No, sir, everything is covered in the class.
Okay. Then I will
Yes, sir.
start with the part two. Just share the screen for the part two now. Just go with the part two. The first chapter of the part two is game playing. So where I have given this thing perfect decision game and imperfect decision game. This topic was given to you that you have to find some games, that is what is the perfect, and give some example. So I have told you there bridge is one example, poker and chess, but you have to see whether it belongs to perfect decision or in. But this topic, it was a 2 mark question and it was given to you as an assignment that you have to see yourself. So if uh, any one of you have done this topic is left with this topic, still there is a time you can go through the net and you can find this topic and you can ask your colleagues also. And it will be good when we start the revision. Then you should yourself give me the answer when I start with this topic again for the revision. That is what is perfect decision game and what is imperfect decision game, and give me the two examples for each. So if anybody is still not done, please note down that you have to do this question of 2 marks by yourself. So whole net is available to you. So when we start the revision with the part two, maybe today itself the chance of the part two starts in the revision. But I will definitely, I definitely want that some of you should explain what is perfect decision game and imperfect decision game and give the example. And we have done what is the evaluation function, means different components of the game we have done. We have done the minimax algorithm, and what the different components of the game. We have the successor function, evaluation function, then the terminal nodes. So in the syllabus, everything is written in short, but we have done in explanatory form when we had done the chapter. Then what is algorithm of minimax algorithm? Then example of minimax. We have solved the example of the minimax also. We have made the tree of the minimax. Then alpha beta pruning. Then what is the difference between alpha beta pruning and minimax? Means what is the advantage of alpha beta pruning over the min-max algorithm. So this is was very important because now each and every chapter there is a small chapters, and each and every chapter has got the equal importance and equal weightage. So you have to look onto all these things. So in this, basically the two topics are there: min-max algorithm and the alpha beta pruning, and it is a numerical portion, I will say, that you have to tree will be given, a problem will be given, and you have to solve that problem in a minimax way also, and alpha beta pruning, and it also came in your MST one. So it is very important topic, and you must also go through the algorithm of the minimax. You only go with the example, but while writing you must write what is the algorithm and introduction to the minimax algorithm. So we will discuss all the things that is required in a MST, what you have to write, and you have done already MST1. So I will share all the shortcomings that were present in MST1 for each and every topic. Then the second portion of this part was the inferencing and reasoning. So it includes many types of inferencing and reasoning, and we have covered all the things with proper examples and logical reasoning, modus ponens rules, modus tollens rule, inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, formal reasoning, analogical, and then monotonic and non-monotonic reasoning, and the probabilistic reasoning, forward chaining, backward chaining, resolution, and unification. And the third topic of this part was the features of Lisp and Clips, which was again done by you. And I feel good that in the examination also, one question about the clips was there, and you all gave the answer for the clips, and it was given a short assignment to you that the 2 marks question can be there. So you all have done this question very good. So this is about the part two. I will again stop for 30 seconds. You must go read what are the topics of the part two. Then I will ask the students from you itself that if anything is left. So from this part two small topics were given to you already. One was the perfect decision game and imperfect decision game, and second is the features of Lisp and Clips. So let me ask you again. Some of the students should give the answer. Tell me about, yes, Sagar. Sagar is there. Sagar Ganavli and Sumit Kumar Jha. Sagar and Sumit Kumar Jha. Both of you unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Anji,
sir.
good afternoon. Sumit is there.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Sumit, have you gone through this part 2 you have seen? I have just shared the screen with you with the syllabus of part 2.
Yes, sir. I have seen.
So if any topic is still left, you may tell me, except those two topics were given to you, the 2 marks topics.
Yes, sir.
So
No,
what
sir.
you say, we have covered all the things or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody will back him? Yes, I have asked another student. Sagar was there. I was
Yes, sir.
seeing
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sagar,
sir.
you are
Everything is covered, sir.
okay. So still see if any topic is left, then you may ask me. And all the PDF and the PPT content that has been uploaded on the ERP portal.
Okay, sir.
It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me share the part 3 now. So just see the part 3. The first topic of part 3 is planning. So in planning, the different topics were the first of all, what is definition of the planning? Then what are types of planning? The first category of categorization of the planning, it comes the linear and non-linear planning. So we have done example of the other types of linear and non-linear planning. Then what is reactive and non-reactive systems? Then the component, the 4 components of planning, the very important topic was there, the 4 components of the planning. Then we did the example of the block world problem or goal stack problem, whatever you may say. So the same blocks were there. So how to plan? There is a scene 1, which is the initial scene. Then the scene 2, it is the final scene of the placements of blocks one over the other or over the tables. Then how to reach from the scene 1 to the final scene, and what are the how the components help you. So this we have discussed with the example also, and I have shared the screen with you, the whole PDF I have shared with you. Then what is partial order planning? What means types of planning: hierarchical planning, conditional planning, and 2 types of constraints that we have done. One was the resource constraints, and second is the temporal constraint. During the planning, what are the different types of constraints that we come across during when we start implementing the plans what we have made. Then second topic was uncertainty, and in uncertainty there are different types of uncertainty. So the first we will only cover the some methods to handle the uncertainty. The first method was the probability. So it was on the basis of the probability. So on the basis of the probability, there are basic probability conditions for the uncertainty, and we have done the Bayes rule and the belief networks. So one way of dealing with the uncertainty was through the probabilistic conditioning or reasoning, and it included the 2 topics. One topic basically, that is the Bayes rule and the belief network. And second way to deal with the uncertainty is the fuzzy. So we did 2 topics in a fuzzy, that is fuzzy set and the fuzzy system. So in fuzzy set, we did what is fuzzy logic, what is crisp set, and what is difference between crisp set and uncrisp set. What is fuzzy set? Fuzzy set is also known as uncrisp set. Then fuzzy membership function was there, and different types of fuzzy operations, the union and intersection operations. Then properties of the fuzzy set, union properties and the intersection properties. Then we came to the second topic of the fuzzy, that is the fuzzy systems. Then what are the inference in fuzzy logic, that is the inference rules. that the if-then rules that we in a fuzzy logic, then the fuzzy rule-based system, and the applications of the fuzzy logic. So these were the three topics. One was the planning, second was the Bayes rule, and third was the fuzzy set and fuzzy system. So let me confirm from you again. So let me allow you first of all. So Ram Manohar and Harpreet Kaur, just unmute yourself. Ram Manohar and Harpreet Kaur.
Hello, sir.
Hanji, Harpreet is there.
Hanji, sir.
Hanji, good afternoon, Harpreet.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good
Sir.
afternoon, Ram Manohar. Harpreet, you have gone through the part 3 portion.
Yes,
Just I
sir.
have shared. If anything is still left,
Yes, sir.
what topic?
Yes, sir.
Which topic is still left from my side?
Sir,
Harpreet, I am asking, you have gone through the topics. If any topic that I have not done or discussed in a class, please
no,
tell
sir.
me that topic.
Sir,
Hanji, Harpreet, bolo.
sir, everything okay topics, sir.
Okay. Ram Manohar.
Yes, sir, all the topics had been covered, sir.
So what I'm thinking, the aim of today's lecture is just to see all the topics are covered, and you must also see that you have got the material of all the things that I have already uploaded. If still something is left, you one of you or anybody of you can share in a WhatsApp group. Is sir, still I have not find this topic. First of all, you must ask your colleague, your classmates that if you have downloaded, if still you do not find anything, any material, because one thing is you have to see all the things are covered or not, and second thing you have to study also. To study you have to get the material also. So material have already been uploaded, so it has been uploaded, just you have to download from the ERP portal. So just go through again. I am just going through all the topics first of all. Then in the next revision lecture, I will start one by one. Part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. In one lecture, we will cover the all the topics one by one. So here only we are going to see that the content is covered or not. If any content is still left, then I will give you the material and the lecture on that particular content. So this was the main aim of today's lecture, to confirm that each and every topic is covered from my side also, and second is from your side. You should also make sure yourself that you get the content of each and every topic. Then only you can study. If you do not have any study material, then it will the problem. No doubt, nowadays everything is available on net also, and ERP portal is there. But still, it should be downloaded in your system. The main important thing is that. So it should not be the final day of the examination and you are downloading the content. So it should be in advance. So whatever you want to study, the whole material should be with you before you sit for study. So this is the main thing that I want. This is the main objective of the today's, you can say, this revision lecture. But today also I will start with the part 1 is even. So before that, let me share the part 4 syllabus with you. So in a part 4, the first chapter was the neural network and learning. So in this we did what are the fundamentals of, first of all, the biological neural network. Then we did the fundamentals of artificial neural network. Then different architecture, then the basic Macaulay-Pitts model we did, which is also known as TLU, threshold logic unit. Then we did different types of architectures of ENN, the feed forward network, the feed backward network, which is also known as the recurrent network. Then we did 3 types of learning. The first one was the supervised learning. Some characteristics, some features were there, and I also gave you the example during the discussion. about what different types of learning, like first of all was the supervised learning, then is the unsupervised learning, and third one was the reinforcement learning. I gave you the example also when the examination is there and your father promised you to give you the car and all that. So I have given you this type of example in a supervised and unsupervised learning. The real life example, you can quote different examples during your examination, because understanding is important. You understand with the real life example, then you can convert those examples with the suitable example which you have to write in a examination. Sorry. Then the second topic was the genetic algorithm. So in genetic algorithm, we did introduction. What is the introduction to the genetic algorithm? How, where it is being used for the optimization and all that. Then the representations, how we represent the different knowledge in the binary forms. Then there is the four, you can say, operators of your genetic algorithm, like selection operator, mutation operator, then the crossing over. So these all topics that we have done in a genetic algorithm. Then is the natural language processing, in short, which is known as the NLP. So introduction to NLP processing, then different types of, you can say, pragmatic analysis, semantic analysis, syntactic analysis. So all these topics were done in a NLP, and two portions, NLU and NLG, was also covered. So let me ask about the part 4 from you. So Rupali Kumari and Shami Alam. Rupali Kumari and Shami Alam, you unmute yourself. Let me give you the permission. Rupali and Shami.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shami. Have you seen the fourth portion? I have just shared the screen in Word. Shami.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Shami, दिखा अभी? I have shown you the part 4 of your syllabus.
हाँ जी, sir.
So everything is covered. 3 chapters. Artificial neural network, genetic algorithm, and the natural language processing.
हाँ जी, sir. हाँ जी, सब आपने cover.
Okay, good. A second student जिसका मैंने नाम लिया था, I have talked about.
Hello.
हाँ जी, रूपाली कुमारी.
Good afternoon, sir. हाँ जी, sir.
Good afternoon, Rupali. Rupali, what you say? Everything is covered from the part 4th or no?
Yes, sir.
You have gone through these topics. What were the topics in part 4?
Yes, sir.
क्या क्या टॉपिक थे? Please repeat. Three chapters of part 4. Just name them.
Genetic algorithm,
Okay. हाँ, एक ही बताया आपने. You have only telling one chapter. There were 3 chapters in part 4. Yes, please tell me. शमी, आप बताओ. You tell Shami. Shami Alam. Vedant Suneja is also there. Vedant. Vedant. Vedant Suneja. Unmute yourself. So Vedant is not present there. Vedant. Sakshi? Sakshi is there. Sakshi, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello. Anji Sakshi, what are the topics
Yes,
of the
sir.
part 4?
So one is genetics algorithm,
Okay.
and
Three topics were there. One you have spoken.
yes, sir.
What are the other two?
So I forget the name.
You didn't, or there were only three? So I am discussing topic by topic, part by part, and still you are not knowing the three topics only. Means you are not attending the lecture thoroughly. So you are taking many of the
So
lecture as a simple one, as it is revision also. But this is the most important lectures. The revision lectures are the most important lectures. So if you have missed something earlier also, you can go through in the revision lectures. So you're not able to tell the three topics itself, then how it will be there? I will give you examination in a proper manner. Prabnoor Singh, you unmute yourself. Prabnoor. Prabnoor. Nikhilesh Sharma. So the name I am speaking and is not responding, so I may mark absent now. Nikhilesh Sharma, you unmute yourself. So Nikhilesh is also absent.
Yes, sir.
Nikhilesh, tell me the topics of the part 4.
Sir, I was absent during last 2 weeks, I guess. I was not
No,
well.
I just shared this screen today itself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just 5 minutes back.
Sir, I was in the washroom, sorry. I just came.
So you were washroom in a whole lecture up till now 1 hour,
No,
45
sir.
minutes.
I have been here. I have seen the first 3 parts that you have discussed, and you have
Okay, then tell
asked
me about the portions of the part 2. Topics of the part 2 or part 3, any part.
I have not crammed all of that. You have shown the PPT, and you have discussed it from there.
Tell me
As
some
I have
portion,
not
part 1,
revision-
part 2, part 3, what are the different topics you just remember?
You said that part 1 is only the introduction part.
But there were three portions in part 1 also.
Yes, sir.
First was
Sir,
the introduction, second was the...
Sir, I don't remember the details about it.
What about part 2 and part 3?
Same.
So out of 12 topics, you only remember one topic.
So yes.
Okay.
For now, I am not.
Okay. Setika, you unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Setika, tell me about part 4. What were the three topics of the part 4?
Genetic algorithm, neural networks, and natural language processing.
Okay, and for the convenience of Nikhilesh, can you repeat different topics that you remember from the part 1, part 2, and part 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, part 1, which topic?
Turing machine, Turing test.
No, just the name of the chapter. The first chapter was the introduction to AI. Second was
importance of AI.
Okay. Second was?
Heuristic search techniques.
Second was the problem.
Problem reduction, hill
and
climbing.
third was the search techniques.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And part 2, first chapter was game playing.
Game playing, min-max algorithm, alpha
This is
beta
game playing.
cloning.
This is in game playing. Second chapter was
Uh,
uncertainty with Bayes theorem. And third was the fuzzy.
yes, sir.
And what was in the third chapter, third part? Anybody can speak? Ridhima. Ridhima is there. Ridhima. So she said that once sir have asked, so no need to attend the further lecture. Sorry, Richa Bhandari, you unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Richa,
Yes, sir.
Richa, what was the third part?
Sir, fuzzy systems. Then it was planning and different components of planning.
Okay.
It also included resource constraints, temporal constraints, and
So
all.
uncertainty, fuzzy, and the planning. And
Yes,
the
sir.
second was game playing and inferencing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was about the theory. Now let's see the syllabus of your practicals. So this is the practical. I earlier also told you that in practicals, what you have to do, I will discuss all the algorithms with you, but the coding has to be done by yourself. So I have allowed you to do the coding of any of your language of your choice. Either it can be a Python, either it can be a C++ or C. But I suggested that you must go with the Python. But I have not restricted you with the Python. You can choose any language, any other language also. So the first two you have already done. You have sent me the practicals like BFS and the depth first search. So I have discussed you with the best first search and E star algorithm also. So the next in this week, you will send me these two practicals, the best first search and the E star algorithm. So what you have to do is, you in the best first search algorithm, you have to apply the function that is the fn is equal to is it is equal to hn. So and in the E star it is the fn is equal to hn plus gn. So it is already I have discussed you the algorithm. Now it is up to you whatever the language you want to uh, do with this. And many I will first of all suggest anybody can raise hand and say that I will send first of all best first search and A star algorithm. Then there is no need to write the algorithm for the shift, that is the solve the crypt arithmetic problem. It is very simple. You will take any send plus more money. I will I can give you more 2-3 examples. You will solve those examples and just send me the output there. So in the left portion and the right portion also. So I have given you one graph also during our discussion. I'm telling about the fifth one. Just listen how to solve the fifth practical. So it is a crypt arithmetic problem. I will send what's in WhatsApp. One example is send plus more money. I can send you many more examples then that you can solve. So in the left portion, what you in the right portion, sorry, in the line portion, what you have to make first of all, you have to give the technique of solving the crypt arithmetic problem. You have to write the limitations of the crypt arithmetic problem. That is the concept satisfaction problem. That if a digit is given to one alphabet, so it will not be reused, and this condition, then you will make a flow chart. I have shared with you the video of the flow chart in your also in your WhatsApp group. So there is a video by the madam is there, one madam speaking. So she is sharing the video of send plus more money. So you can replace that video with your problem also. So I would like that you will not do the send plus more money, except that you can do any other examples, and it should be exact minimum 4-digit letters. So what is the requirement is, you will not solve the 2-digit 3-digit letters. you will solve the 4 digits letters and not the same letter. In a fifth, just note the requirement of the fifth practical. As there was the example of send plus more, it is money. So you will not solve this problem. You will go with the another problem. Send plus more money नहीं करना और 4 letter वाली कोई भी 2 words different words लेने हैं. You have to solve that. तो ये solve करके this is very simple. You can say practical. So fifth practical is about the crypt arithmetic problem. The sixth practical is any heuristic search, means A star is already done, best first is already done. So we have left with means and analysis, constraint satisfaction problem and AO star problem. तो इनमें से किसी भी एक का any of your choice, you have to write a program and implement. So 2 are already implemented, best first and A star. In the sixth, from means and analysis, 1, second is AO graph, 2, and third is constraint satisfaction problem. In तीनों में से from these 3, any of one example program you have to write and implement. So same as you have done the best first A star. So in that 6 practical, it is choice among you, any of the 3. From 3, you have to do any of the practical. Then write a program to implement the water jug problem. This I will send you the video. I will solve this problem in a video and you will write the code for that. Then what is tower of one eye? So in this week, I will send you the videos of water jug problem or tower of one eye. Means upcoming practical tic-tac-toe problem. You know about tic-tac-toe game. So you have to write the program for a tic-tac-toe. You have to write the program for the 3x3 puzzle. So it is more at your end that you have to write the programs for these particular problems. Then in the part B, the CR, please give me the list of all the students in a group. So maximum group can be a 4 for the part B. So it is the duty of the CR now. So in this week, all of you, you make your group in 4s and give your name to the CR and also tell what part B project you are going to solve. So these games are already been there. So you will not go with these games. I will, if anybody comes to the college, I will also send the you can say sample. So these games are already implemented. So you have to implement one more game. The one group have to implement one game in a part B. It can be a game or any AI project. Any. If you have already done some AI project, you can show me that also and discuss about it, and you can submit that also. So it is not restricted. So CR of the class, today this week you have to submit me the list of, so all the students, it is your duty to give the group of your name of your group with the 4 members and what project you are going to do. So you have to discuss, submit this before Thursday to your CR. And on Thursday CR, you have to submit. So you have to do in this 3 days. CR will give me the list on, we can say Thursday, and on Friday I will discuss with you, yes, this is allowed and this is not allowed. So this is the case in a part B. So I think you have already discussed because it was discussed in very first lecture or in the beginning. So you again should go with this thing. So this is the aim of what the understanding of the syllabus and what you have to do, what you have to do, whatever is left in a practical also. So now the theory is over. In now the days we will be utilizing for more for the practical uses. So in the next lecture also, when there is a Monday, if you have any doubt about the practical that you have not understood what you have to do, that I have already told you. Now if you are not understanding anything, you can ask me here in a lecture also, and we will discuss about your practicals. So this was the main thing, the theory syllabus and the practical syllabus. So whatever the practical you know, you start making the practicals now. Like crypt arithmetic problem, it is not any algorithm, just solve some problem and your practical is ready. You go through what is water jug problem, you go through what is tower of Hanoi. I will also discuss, but if it is done earlier than you know about this problem, then you can go through, you can start doing. So you should not wait for me that when the turn will come for the discussion. So up till 5 you can do, we have already discussed up till the 6th practical. From the 7th practical I will discuss in this week, because up till 6th practical we have discussed all the algorithms in a class itself. So today, now from the next week I will discuss the you can say problem about the 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So this will be discussed, and you can see it is easily available. You have gone through these problems already. You know what is tic-tac-toe game, what is 3x3 puzzle game, and what is Tower of Hanoi. You might not be knowing about the water jet problem that I discussed in the beginning, but still I will discuss you in between a video also that what is the water jet problem and what is the initial state there and what is the final state there in a water jet problem. So this is the discussion of again in the revision that what we were supposed to do in the beginning, what we have discussed, and where we are standing now. So as far as theory is concerned, so each and every topic has been covered by me, and still, if any doubt is there, you can still ask me. So this is, I'm now going to stop sharing this. So this is all about your discussion about the syllabus. Now, if anybody still wants to ask anything from me about the syllabus, I'm going to unmute you all. So you may ask me now. Yes, if still any doubt about your syllabus is there, you may ask me. Yes, please. If any question about the syllabus coverage is there, you can discuss right now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, project groups should have 4 members only, or it can also
Maximum
have
4.
3.
It can be 1 or 2 or 3 also.
Okay, sir.
It is maximum 4.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So CR, who's CR now? Is there? CR is there present today? Anybody having doubt about groups in a part B of your practical? And one thing more about the assignment, I have uploaded the 3 assignment already on your ERPA portal. So you start doing second and third and you submit within 10 days. Assignment 2 and 3. So today is second. So after 12th, you have to submit both the assignments, and collectively in one mail you post me the assignment 2 and assignment 3, both the assignment in one mail. So already assignment have been 3 assignment have been already uploaded in the ERP portal. So earlier you were getting assignments from many other teachers, so I didn't disturb you that you are busy in completing those assignments. Now I give you the time, the whole time for the AI now. And you should not wait up till 12. If you anybody have completed earlier, please send me early so that I start checking. So it will be helpful to me also. Don't wait for 12th. It is the last day is the 12th, not the first day. So if anybody has done assignment 2 and 3, start sending me now. So in the meantime, I will start checking your assignment. So I leave the restriction also that you have sent collectively. Though first of all, send me assignment 2 within 4 to 5 days. Then you take more 4 days for assignment 3. So let us set today's 2nd of November. So after 6th, you send me the assignment 2, and up till 12th, you can say send me the assignment 3. So first of all, send me the assignment 2, then send me the assignment 3, so that I start checking your assignment first. By the time you send your 3rd assignment, your 2nd assignments are checked. So just revise your dates. So up till now, up till 6th, you can send me the assignment 2, and up till 12th, you can send me the assignment 3. So don't just note the dates. So now these are the deadline dates, because session will complete very soon now. So we also need a time to check your assignments. Your first assignments are already checked. For those who have already sent, I have already checked the first assignments. So if anybody wants to ask anything, then I start with the revision of the first unit. So I will just you can have a just break for 2 minutes. Then I will start with the revision of the first unit. Topic by topic revision. So I will start with the revision of the first chapter, that is the introduction to AI. So in the revision of the first chapter, so first we start with what is intelligence. So I will cover now each and every topic that we did in this chapter. Then is what is AI, Turing test, components of AI. So these are the different subtopics of the first chapter, that is the introduction to the AI. So first topic was what is intelligence. So it is you can say characteristic of the human brain that is having the intelligence. Then what is AI? That is what is artificial intelligence? What is the objective of AI? Then components of the AI like knowledge base, navigational capacity. These are the components of the AI. Means the whole database of the AI is basically the knowledge base we have to develop. Then we have to do different types of representation in the AI. So these are the then applications of the AI and the recent applications of the AI. What is agent? What is the use of the agent? Like human is also agent. So anything, any you can say entity that perceives and takes the appropriate action, that is known as the agent. And very important was the Turing test about the Alan Turing. In 1950 he did the test, and it is test about whether the machine can act like a AI machine or not. That machine we have developed, machine can act as a human. So it is a test. So there is was the test in this three entities were there. One is the interrogator, and the other side of the wall is one is the machine and one is the human. Interrogator for half an hour keeps on asking questions, and the answer is received by interrogator, one from the machine and one from the human. If at the end interrogator could not identify whether the answer that he has received it was from a machine or it was from a human being, then the test is passed. If the interrogator can identify that this was can distinguish that this answer came from a human being and this answer came from the machine, then your Turing test fails, because our main aim was to make such a machine that interrogator should not know whether the answer is being given by the human or a machine. We want that machine should also treat like a behave like a human, but interrogator distinguishes that no, this is the machine and this is the human being, then our test fails. So the main aim of that test is to test whether the machine acts as a human being or not. So these were the, you can say, subtopics of the first chapter, that is the intelligence, introduction to the AI, that is the intelligence, AI objectives. And most important thing is sometime in question are is being asked about give the recent. Oh, it is unmute, I think so. So I have unmuted. It automatically got muted. So Tarunjit, you can lower your hand now. I have unmuted. Due to power breakage, it automatically came to the original settings. So this, what I was saying that what are the subtopics of this chapter? That is, first is intelligence. Then this what is artificial intelligence. Then what is the objectives of AI? Very important that we have to develop a machine that behaves at presently do all the things which at presently human do the better. So this is the main objective of the AI. Then what are the components of the AI? Like knowledge base is there, navigational system should be there, representation should be there. That is the components of the AI. Then the applications of the AI. What are the different applications of the AI? So you have to figure out all the applications. And very importantly, what happens in a paper, a question of what are the recent applications of the AI. So you have to be choosy then. What are the applications and what are the recent applications? So you prepare your answer accordingly. If questions come, what is AI? Define AI and give the recent applications of the AI. Then there is an agent. What is agent? Give example of the agent. So anything, any entity that perceives what is happening there and respond accordingly, that is known as the agent. So human is also a type of agent. For different sensors you will be using while developing your AI machines, they will be acting as a agent, because those will be perceiving the different activities being held in a surroundings. Then only they can behave and take a appropriate action. And to take the appropriate action, they need the help of the knowledge base which is there in a machine, and all the decision making capacity, that is the learning. So we have also done the learning in the last chapter, learning in the, you can say, EN. So different types of learning are there. So they have to pick up what type of learning they will implement in this particular situation. Then there was a Turing test, very important test. It was suggested by the Alan Turing in 1950s. And the test is about testing whether a machine that you have made, the artificial machine that you have built, is it behaving like a human? So in this test, the three entities are there. One is the interrogator, and in the other side of the wall, away from the interrogator, are one is the machine that you have already built, that you claim that it is the AI machine, and second is the original human is present. So interrogator keeps on asking several questions for 30 minutes from both, and it receives the answer. So if interrogator is in the end, it is unable to distinguish whether the answer came from a machine or answer came from a human being, then your Turing test gets passed. So if interrogator is able to distinguish that this answer came from a human and this answer came from a machine, then your AI machine that you build means your Turing test gets failed. So to get the Turing test passed, interrogator should not be able to distinguish whether the answer came from a machine or the human being. So this is all about the first chapter of the first part of your syllabus, that is the introduction to the AI. So I will see if this my slides are present. Then I will just share the slides that we have done during this unit. What is the introduction to AI? So you can just recall what we have done. So I will just share the screen for the moment. Let me see that presentation if it is present. This is your AI lecture 1. This is what we have done in the first lecture. So I will go through again the first lecture. I will go through with the first lecture. I'm sharing the screen of the first lectures now. You can go through this screen. So just revision is going on. So just see what we did in this first topic. So very fast, I will go through all the slides that I have written all the topics in front of you. So first of all, I discussed the syllabus with you, then all the books, then what are the prerequisites, objectives of your AI, then the course outcomes of your AI. This slide is already present with you with my ERP also. All the important links of the different lecture notes, video lecture links, then the applications of AI. I have also shared these videos in your WhatsApp group also. These all videos are shared in your WhatsApp group. Then what are the applications of the AI? So these are the in broader way, these are the applications of the AI, but you have to find each and applications in this means in, you can say, in more precise manner also. You have to discuss the applications and the recent applications of the AI. These all are the applications of the AI. So other fields where the AI methods are implemented, these are the different fields where the AI is being used. So I will stop here for 10 seconds. You can go through it. Yes, Abhinav, you tell what you want to say. Yes, Abhinav, I have unmuted you.
सर ये शो नहीं हो रहा है लेक्चर.
क्या स्क्रीन नहीं शो हो रही है?
यस सर, स्क्रीन शो नहीं हो रहा, सिर्फ एआई लेक्चर 1 दिखा रहा है.
तो मैं स्क्रीन आगे कर रहा हूँ, किसी को नहीं शो हो रहा है? लेट मी आस्क अदर आल्सो. Now?
Yes, sir.
Now see, is it view?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. अब हो रही है.
हो रही है ना?
Yes.
Okay. So then I told you scope of this subject. So I'm just revising what we have done so that you can recall everything. So I told you the assignment methodology assignment 1, 2, and 3. It will be first will be from section A and B, second from C, and third from D. These assignments are already uploaded on your portal. Now you have to submit the assignment 2 by 6 November and assignment 3 by 12th November. So this was about your sectional 1 and sectional 2. So section A and section B was the syllabus for sectional 1 and section C and D will be syllabus for sectional 2. Then I started with the practical. I shown you all the practical syllabus in the first lecture and the specifications. Then I started with the contents of this. What has written in front of you in the blackboard. Then what is the definition of the intelligence? What are the ingredients of intelligence? Then what is the definition of artificial intelligence? Introduction to artificial intelligence. So I have discussed many definitions. So this presentation is already uploaded in your ERP portal, the whole thing. So you can go through today and please check these presentations are available with you. More formal definitions. So we have done your 5 to 6 definitions of the AI. So see how many definitions we have already done. Other definitions. So more than 10 definitions are available with you. Now the characteristics of the AI systems, then different types of AI machine that we can act like human, we can think like human, we can develop, we can think rationally or we can act rationally. So we can develop 4 types of AI machines. These are the 4 categories of the AI systems. Then about the Turing test, very important test. Can machine think means machine can behave like a human being. So this was discussed in a Turing test. It was given by the Alan Turing and in 1950. So you have to remember these 2 words. Who suggested Turing test and in which year also. And I have given this diagram also there. Then what is agent? So it is any entity that perceives and acts. Then the foundations of AI means what are the different, you can say, topics or the different areas which participated in building the AI concept. Then the contents of AI. Now the AI techniques, these were the chapters that I have discussed during the AI techniques. So fuzzy logic, neural network, genetic algorithm and fuzzy rule based system. So these are basically the techniques and we have done them as a chapter in your syllabus. A very important, what is the components of the AI program? So AI program should have knowledge base, navigational capability, inferencing and user interface. Very important question. You can mark this also. What are the components of the AI program or the AI system? The knowledge base, navigational capability, inferencing and the user interface. So what is knowledge base? What is navigational capability? What is inferencing? Now the sub areas of AI, applications of AI, some more applications of AI. The discussion about the different you can say systems which are built on AI. Fundamental issues for the most AI problems. So this was about your chapter number 1. That is the AI. Now second chapter was about the problems and search. So I will just go through this also, what we did in problems and search. We started with the characteristics of the problem to choose an appropriate method for a particular problem and what are the different characteristics of a problem. Very important characteristics and the question also came in your examination MST1 also. What are the characteristics of the problem? And most of you have written even the right answer to this question. Then we will discuss, we have discussed these each and every characteristics one by one. So first is the problem decomposable? Example was there. Then can solution steps be ignored or undone? So this was the example 8 puzzle game. So here you can ignore your solution, means whatever the steps you have taken, you can ignore. But in chess, whatever the steps you have taken, you cannot revert back. Though that is irrecoverable. It is irrecoverable. Backtracking is not allowed in a chess, but in 8 by 8 puzzle, it is allowed. So is the universe predictable? Yes, in 8 puzzle, the universe is predictable that this will be the output. In this situation, we can have a win. But in many other games, the universe is not predictable. Like in bridge, there is uncertain outcome is there always. So next property was is a good solution absolute or a relative? Means whatever the solution you have found, it is the exact solution or it is a path to the solution. Then is the solution a state or a path? So there we discussed the water jug problem. Then the chess, the reading newspaper, then the classification of the problem. So what is state space search? That is the problem solving. That is searching for a goal state. So state space search of playing the chess means different positions. So it is basically the state space means it is a combination of all the states that can be present in your game, right from the initial state to the final state, all the in between states, all the different positions your any game can take place, all the different states which can be available at any time. Or a combination of all the spaces, all the states of your game is known as the state space search. So state space search of water jug problem. This I have already discussed with you during my slides. You can again go through your slides. Then we did the search strategies. The third part, uninformed search and informed search was there. Informed is also known as heuristic because there we have some knowledge that what we have to do about the game. So where we can make the calculations and we can evaluate your evaluation function on the basis of different information which is present in the heuristic searches or the informed searches. But in uninformed search, we do not have any information. So therefore it is known as blind search, and the heuristic is also known as open search. So first of all, we discussed the uninformed search, the two strategies of the uninformed search we discussed. One was the breadth first search and another is the depth first search. So here we do not have any information. So here we go to each and every node of the, you can say, tree or the graph, and if the goal is present, definitely we will get the result. May take a large amount of time if the number of level of the tree is very high. So it does not give the optimal solution, but the solution is granted if it is present in your tree. So this is what we can say about the blind search or the uninformed search. Then we had a heuristic search where some other information is given. So different types of heuristic search. The simplest of all among them was the generate and test, that generates the possible solution which are available from the present state. You generate what are the different states can be available from this level. Then test to see if this is actually a solution. So you pick one of them and you see is this a solution. If this is a solution, you put an end to your, you can algorithm. If this is not the solution, then you have to only return to step one and generate more solutions, and you have to repeat it until you get the solution or you get the unsuccessful, that's the failure. So here the only thing is on the basis of generate and test, different all the algorithms have been generated. So only that is to test see if this is actually a solution, or we have to find the best possible solution. So their evaluation function is being used, which is not given in a generate. It is set in a general way in a generate and test, but in all the coming, you can say, algorithm, so that evaluation function is marked properly for different types. So first was the best first search. We have already, I was saying that the first search heuristic is the best first search. So here from the given state or from the given level, you see what are the different options we are available, and you have to select the best among that. And to select the best among that, you have to evaluate something, and there is a evaluation function, and the evaluation function here is which is given as fn, and here the evaluation function is equal to hn, where hn is the heuristic function. So this heuristic function is what the all the different information that we are present with from this particular node. If we move to this branch, the overall cost will be this. If we move to this branch, the overall cost will be this. So evaluation function helps you to find the overall cost, and from that you can now decide the best available path for you, and you can select the best search. So this is the basic theme of the best first search. So just is the example from if you are in at A and you are talking about the cost or something. So on the basis of cost, the best possible solution is move to D, because three solutions are available at from A. Either you can move to B, C, or D, but the cost of D is less, so we will move to this plan. So this is the way of the best first search. Then it maintains the two, you can say, queues. One is about the open and second is the closed. So the nodes that you have already visited, that you put in a closed, and that you are visiting now, that is you put in a open. So this was the algorithm that the simple algorithm that I shared with you. So same is with the A star, the coming algorithm. So here that will be the change only. There it will be Fn is equal to Hn plus Gn. So this will only be the change in a star algorithm. Rest A star algorithm is same as that of best first search. So once you make a practical of BFS search, where it is very easy to make the practical of the A star also. Only you have to make changes in the this formula. So this we did in a first lecture. In a second lecture, we discussed about the heuristic search, A star algorithm and all. So I will just share that slide also for the 10 minutes with you, so that you can recall all the things. My aim is just you must recall what we have done earlier. So this we have already done. This is the A star algorithm, where Fn, the evaluation function Fn is given as at Gn plus Hn. So only this change is there in an algorithm. And what is Gn, what is Hn? It is path from initial to particular node, that is known as Gn, and path from this particular node to the final goal, it is denoted by Hn, and overall it is Gn plus Hn. This problem we have solved already. Then there was a problem reduction. So in problem reduction, we did AND OR graph, where a problem is divided into subgraph. So here there are two options. One is OR, and there is AND also. When there is a AND, it is shown with the help of ARC. Means these two steps. There are two choices. Either you move to this option, that the goal is just steal the TV set, or you move to this path. In the second path, there are the two steps that you have to take. First is earn money and the buy TV. This ARC means these two steps are to be done collectively, not the individually. So actually, they are not the three branches for this problem at this stage. There are the two branches only. One is this branch, and second is the combination of these two. So these problems we have solved already. So these are the handmade problems which were solved. I have shared with you all the things. Then we had the hill climbing. Very important topic was the hill climbing. We first of all we did the simple hill climbing. It was only the unidirectional. Then that was the lacking of this. Then we did the omnidirectional hill climbing, that is known as steepest ascent hill climbing, which use the gradient search. It consider all the moves from the current state in all the directions. And we did the algorithm. Then we discussed some problem or disadvantages of the hill climbing. One was the local maxima, then was the plateau, then was the ridge. And we also discussed what are the solutions, what are the ways out, backtrack, big jump, several directions. This was your different types of searches. So two more searches were there that we discuss in the next lecture. Let me share that also. In the lecture 3, we discussed that. Or in lecture 4, let me see. So in lecture 3 we did that. This was the hill climbing. Then after hill climbing, what we did was the constraint satisfaction problem. This was, I was saying, your practical 5. That is, this problem we have already solved in send more plus more money. So you have to take some other example. You have to take some other example now. Even not so. And it should include the 4 digits, minimum 4 characters, both. And both the characters should not be same. This word and this word should not be same. So in your practical, that you have to do. In the 5th practical. For this graph, I was saying you have to discuss, you have to make the flow chart. While you will solving your practical example, you have to make such a flow chart with your example. Then in the last, we did the means and analysis, where we find the difference between the current state and final state, and we choose the appropriate operator. And we have to see that this operator can be applied directly or not. If it cannot be applied directly, then you have to come to that particular state where that operator can be applied to. It gives rise to the sub problem, and it is, you can say, it is a recursive in nature. The means and analysis problem is the recursive in nature. So we did this example that we have to push, there are two solutions where you have to carry some objects on a table. Either you can push the table or you can carry the objects. This we have already done. So this was about the part 1. So today we discussed, I have gone through all the slides again so that you can recall that what we have done in the part 1. So I first of all discussed the whole syllabus. We have made sure that we have done all the topics. Then I have discussed the practicals, the whole practical part A and part B again. Then I started with the revision of the part 1. That what the 3 topics, 3 chapters were there in the part 1. So I have shared again the whole screen so that you may recall that what we have done. And you must see that these PPTs are present with you at your end. If it is not present, still tell me. I have uploaded, still they are present in the ERP portal. So your main aim today is you just make sure that first 3 chapters of part 1, if still you have not downloaded it from the ERP portal, then please download, and this will help you in the final examination also, and start preparing for the final examination. So this is from my side. If anybody wants to ask any question, then you are invited, please. So I will unmute you all. If you want to ask any question, please ask me. So I allowed you to unmute yourself. If any question is still from your end, please ask me. Yashwant Kumar, please unmute yourself. Yashwant.
Yes, sir.
Yashwant, clear what we have done today and what was the objective of today's lecture?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have covered all this syllabus today. At the revision topic, which topic I have did previously,
Okay.
and know the assignment, exam, and project, everything else.
And you have confirmed that you have got these slides with you, presentations.
Yes, what, sir?
What are the 3 chapters we have discussed of part 1? You have the presentations with you, the whole material PDF and the presentation with you? Have you downloaded it from ERP?
Yes, sir.
So you are in possession of all the material. So what we have discussed today. So in the next lecture on Monday, we will discuss part 2, 3 and 4. So I will share again all the slides screen there also. So still you, if anybody does not have any part, you can tell me that sir, I haven't have access to this particular PPT or PDF. Along with the PPTs, I have also sent some PDFs also. So one PDF was there was a power issue and it got breaks. So yes, Yashwant, anything
Yes,
else
sir.
you want to discuss now?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is all for today. If anybody still wants to ask anything, I'm here. If anybody wants to discuss anything, okay then, have a good day.